Hi guys, how is it going? So today I'm going to talk to you about some laws in Thailand and some laws that you might sort of already know and some laws that you probably wouldn't have expected that exist. So these might help you out if you do come to Thailand, so let's get started. So the first one is quite an obvious one, drugs. Drugs in Thailand. Don't buy them, don't take them, don't use them, don't import them, don't export them. If you do, they still have the death sentence policy here in Thailand. Now, you're not necessarily going to receive the death penalty if you do get caught with drugs or stuff like that, but it still does exist and it still does happen to foreigners. So just be very aware. The drugs thing here in Thailand is a no-go. And a good tip after personally watching quite a few Locked Up Abroad episodes is if you are wrongly accused, do not sign anything and get in contact with your embassy and find a lawyer as soon as possible. Don't sign a single thing. Number two is do not deface anything that has the king's picture or the royal family on it. Did you know that it is illegal to stand on money in Thailand? The money here actually has the king's picture on it. So do not stand on any money because you can actually be arrested for that. I think if it's like a mistake, you're not going to be arrested for it. But if you blatantly just took out some notes and just started stamping all over them in the middle of the street like another, and the police saw you, then yeah, you should be in the cells. Number three, drinking alcohol in Thailand. Can you guess what the age is here? It's 20 years old to drink alcohol in Thailand. I bet you didn't know that one. Number four, passport or ID. It is a legal requirement here in Thailand for all foreigners to carry their passport on them or sort of like their ID. I'm pretty sure it's passport and not ID actually, because I'm sure they want to see some of your immigration status. I personally do not carry my passport everywhere I go, but I've laminated my picture page and I keep that with me at all times. And this is a big one, so if you do sort of rent a car or rent a bike here in Thailand, a lot of the times they do ask you to hand over your passport, so they have like an insurance that you will give the bike or the car back. I would personally recommend not doing that and keeping your passport to yourself. And if they do want sort of a large amount of money as insurance, then sort of give them that instead, or some sort of other ID that you can sort of lose if you have to. Maybe like an English driving license or a USA driving license or something like that. Number five, avoid filming ladyboys. Well, this is quite a contradiction as I did it myself, and what a huge mistake that has been. If you are in Thailand, you will notice that this country has an abundance of ladyboys. Even though I am not a ladyboy hunter myself, I do find it an interesting and quite entertaining sight. Some of the ladyboys look even more ladylike than the actual ladies. This grabs the attention of lots of people, including myself. If you approach them, don't do it while holding a camera in your hand. As you saw in the beginning of this video, that might end up real ugly for you. If you cause a scene, you might end up with a whole team of ladyboys chasing you down Thailand, and you might end up in a hospital. Because remember, these ladyboys are men at the end of the day and they know how to fight. Number six. So this one you're probably not gonna get arrested for, but you might get a fine, and I didn't know about this one either, and it's quite a good one. It is you are not allowed to be topless while driving a car here in Thailand. Number seven is a big one. There are these signs at the airport when you arrive in Thailand, and it's quite a major one, so do not do this, and that is to not buy anything with Buddha's face on, like a little Buddha statue or artwork with Buddha on, or religious artwork, or even like religious antiques. You are not allowed to take them out of Thailand unless you have a permit that allows you to do so. And the majority of the time, you're not going to have a permit. So please do not take anything with Buddha, religious, or antiques out of Thailand. Number 8 is littering. So obviously, in a lot of countries around the world, you are not allowed to litter, and you will be fined if you litter. And apparently, it's a big one if you spit, shooting them out on the streets here in Thailand. Then apparently the Thai police likes to give you a big fine. I read that the fine for that can be around 10,000 baht, so try to avoid that, guys. Number 9. So when you fly into Thailand, your passport gets stamped and you have your date of when you have to leave Thailand. And if you go over that date and you're caught out in the streets and the policeman asks you to see your passport and you've gone over your date when you're supposed to leave, then you can be detained by the immigration office. And if you're at the airport and you've overstayed and you have a flight ready and you're leaving, you will be fined 500 baht for every day that you overstayed. Also, I think you can get away with it if you are at the immigration office ready to extend your visa. I mean, if you're a day or two over, I don't think that that's a problem. But if you are like 30 days over, I can see them getting a little bit antsy with you if you have overstayed that long. So just bear that in mind. So don't get too involved with drinking on the beach every night and forgetting when you actually have to leave Thailand. And number 10 isn't really a law, but Thais don't like it when you're really noisy. Some tourists from certain countries can be noisy, and you can find them chanting on the streets after a few beers or so, or after a soccer game, and it's not really appreciated, so try to avoid that. So that was it, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you. Let me know what sort of content I should pump out. Do you want to see walking videos, vlogs, informational videos like this? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below, and see you till next time.